Welcome back to the 90 More podcast. My name is Kosi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. The biggest question on the internet and everywhere in football: have Arsenal bottled the race? Have Arsenal bottled the Premier League? Have we been the biggest bottlers ever in history to go 50 points clear on the table and then eventually capitulate and eventually lose the Premier League title? I need your thoughts. I need your opinions. Have Arsenal officially given up? Is it time for us to go? Yes, we've come a long way. It was never ours to win. It was never ours to lose. Manchester City have finally done what champions do. Oh, the other question and the other side of the coin, is there something remaining in this Arsenal side? Could we see a spectacular turnaround from Arsenal in the last games of the season? There's so many conversations around the title race right now. Is Manchester United now effectively in the title race now that Arsenal have not won any of their last three? Does that mean Manchester United can finish above Arsenal? Are Arsenal even going to finish in the top four? There is a lot to talk about, but first and foremost, I want us to calm down. I want us to be very, very calm, because this is what I'm going to say. Arsenal will not finish below the top two. And for me, it's a no-brainer. I don't care what people say. I don't care what anyone thinks. We are not finishing anywhere below the top two. We might have bottled the Premier League title. We could bottle it because we haven't bottled it yet. We still have a game in hand at the Emirates Stadium against Everton. An Everton side that never win in London at the Emirates, at least. Not at the Emirates, at least. They never win there, right? So we are not finishing below second. And I think Mikel Arteta, this is the time to switch the mentality. This is the time to turn around and go. We have been very, very arrogant in games. In the last three games, every team that has beaten us capitalized on our mistakes. The Brentford game, the Brentford goal, Aaron Ramsdale, that is a massive, massive let-off, and that's a massive, massive giveaway to Brentford. You don't, as a top goalkeeper on top of the league, that is not how I expect you to behave, right? In the Everton game, it is simply Martin Odegaard being outmuscled by James Tarkowski, and it's in the back of the net. If Martin Odegaard stands his ground, that doesn't go in. In the Manchester City game, the story is scripted, and it is executed, implemented the way you couldn't believe. Mistake after mistake, mistake after mistake. And I've always said that if you want to finish top four, if you want to do whatever you want to do in the Premier League at the highest level, there are two things you've got to do. One, you need to take your chances. We didn't do that yesterday in the Manchester City game. Right? We didn't do that in the Everton game, and we didn't do that in the Brentford game. You need to take your chances, however small they are. Whether they're micro chances, half chances, you've got to take your chances. And number two, you need to clear out all individual errors. What a performance yesterday from Arsenal to give Manchester City the title lead. What a performance. Tomiyasu, thank you so much. Aaron Ramsdale, thank you so much. Jorginho, thank you so much. Gabriel Magalhaes, thank you so much. William Saliba, thank you so much. Mistake after mistake after mistake, right? That is simply unacceptable. But in this video, I want to talk about the title race and why I think Arsenal are still in it. Why I think anyone that is shouting, Arsenal bottled it, is actually miles away. All these clubs, Liverpool, Manchester United, Newcastle, they're miles off the title race. They're miles off the top four even, right? So this is why I think we've not bottled it. I'm happy that we picked up no points in the last three games. This is the reason. Get me right. You've got to win when you don't play well, but this is the reason why I'm happy Arsenal didn't pick up points in those three games. Because why? We didn't deserve it. We absolutely didn't deserve. Even in that Brentford game, I was absolutely fuming. We should have had a win, but did we deserve? Did we play like a team that deserved a result in any of those three fixtures, in any of the last four fixtures that we've played in all competitions, no, we didn't deserve a point. And when we go back, I think we've been playing in with a very arrogant, style, in a very arrogant way, thinking we are the best team in the Premier League. And Mikel Arteta, in his press conference, has already said it. Oh, we are a very good team. We are trying to do, and we're trying to play the way we want to play. But you've got to switch it up. You've got to mix it up, and that's what Pep did yesterday, bringing on Manuel Akanji, switching back to a back four. He previously had played with a back three. Manchester City are the best team in England. They've been the best team for the last decade. They've been the best team for the last decade, right? So for us to come and disrespect Manchester City, and Manchester City give us all the respect, it's unacceptable. It simply shows that our manager is still immature. It simply shows that our manager is still a very young manager who needs a lot, who has a lot to learn, right? He has a lot to learn. I was so happy with Pep Guardiola, the way he set up the team, the respect he gave to Arsenal, the fact that Manchester City did time-wasting tactics at half-time. In the first half, they were doing time-wasting tactics. It shows you the amount of respect. It shows you the level at which Pep is as a manager. They were not wasting time because they were afraid of attacking Arsenal and getting a goal. For a matter of fact, when we had our equalizer, they hit the crossbar. They should have gone ahead right away, there and then, right? So we need to change things. We need a plan B, and it is now or never, right? We lost that game. We can walk past that. We've not won a game in the last 4. We can walk past that, right? With this emotional damage that we have at the moment, we've walked past that before. Last campaign, we lost 3 opening games, and we almost finished in the top 4. We were almost there. We were almost there, finishing in the top 4. We were almost there. We were inches, we were just inches away, right? So don't talk to me about the emotional damage. We can get past that, and we can get over that. This is what we need to do for us to get the title and run away with it. Now, we can no longer win it comfortably. I think Mikel now knows that. Zinchenko now knows that. Everyone in that team that is a leader knows Arsenal can no longer win the title comfortably. It's gone. It is over. The comfort is absolutely over. The cushion that we bought ourselves for, after 20 games is now, we've given it away within a week. So the cushion is gone. It is now running away with title, running away with the EPL title, just like Leicester City did. That is now what we have to do. And for you to do that, it is win games ugly. We're going to have to make it ugly for opponents. We're going to have to be, we are not going to be the team to beat anymore, right? And that's why I'm kind of happy with the results that we picked up in the last week or so. I think teams will now come to play this Arsenal side not as a team that is unbeaten in 10-12 games, not as a team that has that has a very nice record. They're playing an Arsenal side that has that is almost at the same level as them. It means clubs will open up. It means clubs will allow us to play. It means clubs will have a go at us, right? All we have to do is correct those defensive mistakes. All we have to do is be serious and correct those defensive mistakes. We cannot be doing that. William Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, in the last 3 games, shame upon you. Shame upon them. We've been absolutely atrocious. We've been horrendous. We've been absolutely horrific. The fact that we are talking about Martin Odegaard, going up against James Tarkowski in a corner situation, that says it all. That absolutely says it all. In that Everton team, in that Everton squad, in the air, how many players do we have to mark with an extra bit of caution? It is DCL, right? And then James Tarkowski. And James Tarkowski is being marked by Martin Odegaard. It should be Gabriel on James Tarkowski, and it should be William Saliba on DCL. and then that goal doesn't happen. Okay, that goal doesn't go in. It doesn't go in. In the Brentford game, I have nothing to say for that one, because for that one, we were lucky. It was a massive let-off. We don't deserve even a point. Now in the Manchester City game, that is the true Arsenal. That is who we are, right? And now I think that game makes us a much better side than anyone thinks, because it has brought out who we are. We are still a young, vulnerable side that have to do so much to win a game of football. And that's what we've done in each and every game. We've been outrunning opponents. We've been doing so much. In these 3 games, we haven't done that. We've been so weak. We've been in a comfort drive. We've been in Miami. Our minds are... I think we've won the title before we won it. And that is dangerous. That is absolutely dangerous. It happened to Liverpool under Steven Gerrard's captaincy, and they also can't believe it. Okay? They still can't believe that they didn't win the title, in that season. So for me, the title race now has begun. It has officially begun. And it's very good that it is Manchester City in the lead of this title race. I mean, that just gives Arsenal every bit of fighting. Now, panicking doesn't benefit us anymore, right? We've been panicking. Oh, what if we lose this game? Manchester City will catch up on us. Well, they're not catching up with us. They're ahead of us. Same points, a goal difference of, plus 12. That is above us, right? Plus 12. That is a huge goal difference. And remember, we have to play Manchester City again this campaign at the Etihad, right? You don't want that to be the title decider. Trust me, you don't want that to be the title decider, because if we shit ourselves at the Emirates Stadium and panic like that and give away the performance, if that is the title decider at the Etihad, so be it. Manchester City will win it. But these are my thoughts. These are my thoughts on why I think Arsenal can still run away with the title. Number 1, Arsenal have a string of 10 easy games, 10 winnable fixtures if we can put in the hard work. And listen to me. That is, if we can put in the hard work. These are the games we have to play, right? That is only if Arsenal decide that we are going to put in the hard work. Next, we play Aston Villa. It's going to be an early kickoff on Saturday at the Villa Park. Difficult game. After that, we'll take on Leicester City at the King Power Stadium. Difficult game that. Then we'll play the game in hand against Everton on Wednesday. That is on the first day of March. We have Bournemouth, we have Fulham, we have Crystal Palace, we have Leeds, we have Liverpool. Those are winnable games. Mark my words. Those are winnable fixtures if you work hard. Those are winnable fixtures if Arsenal go, we have nothing to lose now. And that is the mentality that we should go with in all upcoming fixtures. We have nothing to lose. We absolutely have nothing to lose. This thing of defending, sitting back, defending and playing slowly out from the back, that is absolute nonsense. Stop that. It doesn't take us anywhere. All the results we've picked up, all the points that we've picked up have been Arsenal slowly realizing that we are not the better side, but we can work harder than the opponent. All this shit of Arsenal being, found out. Arsenal, yes, we are found out, but are we playing at the level that we've been playing at? Are we fighting for the ball? Are we killing our opponents? Are we strangling them? Are we suffocating them? We are not. No, we are not. Right? So the next 10 games, if Arsenal can pick up 30 points, and I'm serious here, 30 points from the next 10 games, that is Aston Villa, Leicester City, Everton, Bournemouth, Fulham, Crystal Palace, Leeds, and Liverpool away. Liverpool is a shit side. They're not coming back this campaign. They're not coming back this campaign. West Ham and Southampton, right? How many goals are those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we can pick up 30 points, right? in those 10 games, who knows where Manchester City will be, right? If we go on a 10-game unbeaten run, where will Manchester City be? But for us to do that, we've got to play in a way that no one has seen before. We need to run every kilometer more than every team we are playing against. We have to put in the physique. We have to be more physical. We have to be more clinical. We have to be the better side. We have been second best for 4 games, right? And this all started when Arsenal played Tottenham Hotspur. That second half, I talked about it. That second half was absolutely shit. It was absolute shite. Absolute shite. And I said it, that this second half doesn't really bring out what Arsenal think they are. So, if we've been thinking that we are playing the way we want to play and teams need to match our energy, we are wrong. We are not yet there. We are a team 3 years into our development. Okay? 3 years into our development. So, go get your socks up. Start playing real football. Let's start playing real football. Let's start fighting for the ball. Let's start pressing harder. Let's start running faster. Let's start running more. Let's start creating more chances. And let's stop the fucking excuses. The title race is on. It is not over. It's on. Unless Arsenal fail to beat Everton and Aston Villa and Leicester. But if you win those 3 games, the title race, mark my words, is on.